Hey traders, today is Monday, November 13th, 2023. I just logged into my trading platform. This is a live recording. The first thing that I do on Monday morning is I mark out the new week opening gap. I will start with ES 5-minute chart, and I will go to what I do is I find the last closing 5-minute candle on Friday, which is this candle at 11, this candle right here. So I mark out the close and the open of this candle on Sunday, and I extend this box out until the end of the quarter. So this is the new week opening gap on ES. I do the same thing for NQ, and I keep this week box colored for the new week opening gap for until the end of the December contract, which is usually around December 15th, and I use it as support and resistance.
Order submitted.
I just went short on NQ. This is a live trade. I went short for various reasons. I'll start with the daily chart. I like that both NQ and ES tested 50% of Friday's tail. So this is today's candle. It tested about 50% of this tail. The same thing with NQ. And I also liked that on NQ, this yellow box right here, which is the range of this bull candle, which was support. There is a 15-minute close below this yellow box. The same thing with ES. Well, actually, ES, this bull candle on the 15-minute, this should act as support, and it is still acting as support on ES because this candle did not close below the yellow box, which is the range of this bull candle. Now I do want to see the next 15-minute candle to close below it on ES, and the targets, this red line is the 200 moving average on the 15-minute, and it looks like ES wants to gravitate towards it. The same thing with NQ. NQ is want to gravitate towards this 200 moving average. So this is where I will be looking to take profit. And one more reason for going short is that on the regular trading hours on ES, we have three consecutive bear candles. The same thing on NQ. We have three consecutive bear candles, and I liked on NQ that the third candle traded below the second candle.
Order filled.
So I just closed out my short for a loss. This was the first trade that I placed today. I was hoping that it would go to this area, but it started going higher, and maybe I should have gotten out of the trade on in this area around here, but it is what it is. I took my loss, and I will patiently wait for the next trade. See. So today I'm down so far 1400 on these trading accounts on this platform. But I'm going to be patient, and I will patiently wait for the next trade.
Order submitted.
I just went long. This is my second trade of the day. I'm going long because clearly the bulls are in control, and NQ looks like it's gonna win a trade to this new week opening gap from Friday's close and Sunday's open. So I am bullish on the day. So, and also I noticed that ES tested 50% of this bear candle. So I am bullish on the day. Now I am no longer a short biased. And on the 15-minute, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive bull candles, and we have stops here and stops here. So this is where I will look to take my profit if it gets there. Other reason that I went long was we have a breakout above the 18th range. So what does it mean? So usually there is a 90% chance that we would see the high or the low of the day by bar 18. So once we have a close above the range of the first 18 candles or 18 bars, there's a 90% chance that we've seen the high of the day. And I am betting that this is the low of the day. And I don't think price will come down to make a new low of the day. That is a low probability. And on the weekly chart, this is the weekly chart of ES. This is the weekly chart of NQ. I think it's going to want to trade above last week's high at some point today, which means on ES it may want to get to this high of the day, to Friday's high of yesterday, and then on NQ it's gonna want to get to Friday's high of yesterday. In addition, I like that the gap above 1 so far has remained open. So what does it mean? There is no candle that has closed below the low of, before the high, below the high of 1. So let me turn on this thing. So this is candle or bar 1. There is no close once price broke, once the market broke above it. So this red line, once price broke above it, so once 16, 17, broke above it, there has not been a close below the high of 1. This is a bullish indication, and this increases the probability that this bull trend that started with 6 may last all day. On the 60-minute chart of NQ, we have this high right here, this swing high, and it looks like there are a lot of stops here, people that went short, and it looks like the market wants to take out these highs. And also I keep my eyes on the dollar index. This is a 5-minute chart of the dollar index, and the dollar index is trending down. When the dollar index is trending down, usually both NQ and ES tend to go higher.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
So I just closed out one of my or half of my position because it keeps finding resistance at this wheat colored box. This is the new week opening gap, and it keep finding resistance. So I want to lock in some profit. And the reason why I added to my position was because on ES, I noticed that we have the gap that remained open between the high of 1 and the low of 20. There was not a close below the high of 1, and then we have another gap right here above. There is no close when the market pulled back. It failed to have a close. Well, I anticipated that this gap was going to remain open on ES, and this increased the odds of a trend lasting all day. And also we have a wedge pattern on both ES and NQ, where I added to my position right here because we on ES there is a wedge 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is a wedge pattern, and usually after a wedge there can be a move in the other direction, and there is also a trend continuation that happens at around bar 40, and that was the other reason why I added to my position on NQ. And the reason why I couldn't talk while I was typing when I added to my position was because I share an office with my wife, and she was on a work meeting. She had a conference call, so I couldn't record the audio during that time. And one more thing, if I am betting that the market is gonna try to get to right here, and I notice that so if we start the move here and the move ends here, and this is 50%, the consolidation was at 50% from the range from this high to this low, and that was another reason why I added to the position, and I was comfortable with the add because this should continue to act as support. This area, this 50% range, if the eventual target is to take out these highs on the 15 minute, which is also this swing high on the 60 minute. So we will see if I'm going to be able to close out the remaining of my position at this high.
Order filled.
I closed out the rest of my position because it keeps finding resistance at this new week opening gap, and it may not go much higher. I think I'm still negative on the day. Let's see. Let's look at my trade performance on my accounts. So I'm still down 115 on the day. But maybe I will have a opportunity to place another trade. We'll see. But I am glad that I was able to minimize the loss from this morning.
Order submitted.
I just went short for my last trade. It seems that this wheat box is acting as, we'll go to the 1 minute. This wheat gray, or this wheat box, is acting as resistance. This is the new week opening gap, and it doesn't seem that NQ wants to go higher. And on the 5 minute chart, regular trading hours, it may want to trade to the open of the day. So I'm not expecting a big move down, but it may want to close at around the open of the day. The same thing with ES. It may want to close at the open of the day. And we also have this 200 simple moving average that I thought the market was going to reach when I went short here. It looks like it may eventually come to this 200 moving average. So we'll see. So far, I went short here, stopped out here, went long here, added to my position, and took profit here and here, and now I'm short here. So let's see how this is gonna play out. And this is also the last hour of the trading day. We have one more hour before regular trading hours, or before the regular trading hour closes.
Order filled.
So I just closed out the remaining of my position. The market is about to close in the regular trading hour is about to close in 5 minutes. It may get to the open of the day. And what's interesting as well, let me show my final P&L for the day. Trade performance. So I netted 353 and 40 cents on the day. Today was definitely a long day. But what was interesting about today is that NQ kept finding. Let me go to the electronic trading hours. NQ kept finding resistance at this new week opening gap, where ES S&P 500, it kept once it got above the new week opening gap, it found support here. And I don't think it's gonna go much lower today. I think it's probably going to close around where the market is currently trading at. And this concludes my live trades today. If you find this video helpful, or if you took similar trades, please comment in the comments section, and let me know what trades you took today. Peace.